guys. So today I wanted to talk about buckets. It's June of 2020, and in our prepping world and food saving world and farm world, we're finding buckets for food use are getting to be pretty scarce. And I recently learned some new information about 5-gallon buckets that I wanted to share. So I've been on the lookout for food preservation buckets for forever. You know, there was a time when you used to be able to get these guys for free, but that time has come and gone. So I stay on the lookout for these from the Firehouse Subs people. It's a chain of like Subway style restaurant to go sandwich place. You can buy a bucket. It comes with a snap-on lid that they have stored pickles in. And they charge $3 for it, which, you know, that's not so bad. You can get a brand new regular bucket at Home Depot for like less than $4 out here, but I've always been told that those aren't food grade buckets. However, my friend, who is the vice president of a large plastics company here in Oregon, just educated me about what makes a bucket food safe. And he tells me that it's just the number 2 in HDPE. That's it. If the bucket can contain food and has that symbol, you're good. Now, what do I mean by can contain food? Here's another bucket that I have, an old one I use on the farm here. It's a number 2 HDPE. However, it came from Metro Paint, which is our garbage pickup people. They also have a paint recycling program, and you can get paint in 5-gallon containers and smaller containers for an incredible price. Highly recommend it. Metro, just Google Metro Paint, and you might be able to find that in your area too. It's waste management. We're in Oregon, so it's waste management of Oregon. Anyway, back to buckets. So this bucket once contained paint, and there's no way that, although it's technically food safe, the bucket is food safe, but what was in here previously makes this bucket no longer food safe. But what I've been reading a lot recently is that when you find the number 2 HDPE, you're also supposed to look for like a knife and fork symbol or something else that gives you more information on the bucket. So when I recently went out and got this one yesterday and discovered that it doesn't have that symbol on it, and it's a pickle spears bucket that's had vinegar in it, and it's now been used and for sale, that just changed my whole way of thinking. So those cheaper buckets, as long as the millimeters are thick enough for you, should be safe to use. Well, all the buckets that are HDPE number 2 should be safe to use as long as you can use them for food, meaning that the contents before wasn't a chemical or a poison, right? That's easy to remember. These also came with a snap-on lid. It's also number 2 HDPE. Pretty cool. So for long-term storage, this is what I'll do. I'm going to try to get the pickle smell out of here. I use a 20% bleach water solution. I washed it out already with soap and water. So did they, though. It still smells like buckets. I'll spray that in here and really just let it air out for a couple weeks. But what I really prefer for anything I'm currently in use of, and I'm not recommending this particular brand, I'm just recommending this style of top. Got this at Home Depot for $7.97, so just under $8. It's a screw top lid. Here, let me open it up for you. Alright, so it works like this. It spins, comes off. So you put this, it's a collar, so you put it around the bucket and you ram it down into place with like a rubber mallet. And once it's in place, then you can screw this top in, you know, close, blah blah blah, use what you, or store it away. When you need something, you unscrew it, open it up, and pull out what you need. So this is the type of lid I use for things that are in my current rotation, because once you've got a lid like this snapped on, it's a bear to get it off. So you don't want to be doing that. Let's say this has got flour in it. You don't want to be doing that every week. You'd much prefer, I believe, to have something like this. So that's my 20 cents on buckets. If I know that there's going to be some people out there that say that food grade buckets must have the knife and fork, or the glass and knife and fork, or whatever that other symbol is that says it's food grade. If you want to follow that, go ahead. Those buckets are like $8-9 out here, where I can get this bucket for $3 that I know had food in it by a company that is inspected by OSHA, and I'm sure the buckets come from or are made in a central location, and that people are looking at that. But all that put aside, if you think that's not safe for you to use, then don't use it, right? All this information is free to you to use and not use as you choose. So if you don't like that idea, I'd love to see some written information about what you think is wrong with that. Please don't just say my brother's cousin's sister-in-law told me once that somebody died of poisoning from a bucket that they used, right? So if you have source information, I'd love to see that. If you don't, you just have anecdotal information, just skip this video and go on to the next one. So let me know if you have any questions about this or the screw top lid. These are also referred to as Gamma, Gamma lids. Gamma is a name brand. The actual kind of lid is a screw top lid. Anyway, there you have it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and thanks for watching. Bye.